tell you what, I'm not being silly when I say this. This is a sincere question. Is there a single person on earth who doesn't like the flavor of cinnamon? It really is one of the most delicious things you can eat. And so it's, on one hand, sort of surprising that Finnish people love cinnamon buns so much, because cinnamon is sort of tropical. But on the other hand, it kind of makes sense because cinnamon, at least for me, reminds me of Christmas, reminds me of cold weather, reminds me of a nice warm thing you have in the winter time, which is very much what's happening outside. It's been like cold and wet for like 3 days. And so every day, Ivana and I start with cinnamon bun and coffee. Finnish people also love good coffee, which is not so unique. A lot of places love coffee, but the cinnamon bun, just great. And they did not bring me a fork and knife, so I think I'm gonna go ahead like this. I mean, what analysis can I possibly provide? It's so good. All the white stuff on top is all sugar, so it's very sweet. But the cinnamon flavor is so fresh, and it's still sort of warm from the oven. I guess the Finnish name translates to slapped ears, which is a funny translation.
Maybe it looks like ear.
Maybe it looks like a flat ear or something.
Yeah.
But it pairs so well with a latte. A warm cinnamon bun and a hot coffee with a baby crying in the background, which is a bit of foreshadowing for what's to come on our channel.
I gotta ask.
We're having babies soon. Go ahead.
Cinnabon? You know Cinnabon? The
Ivana,
shop
please
or this one?
don't disrespect this food in front of us by comparing to the cheapest, low-quality fast food ever. This is really delicious. 5-star food. Let's be clear, 6-star food. It's so good.
Wow. Amazing. Let me try.
Go ahead.
Wow. The bottom is kind of like the sugar is stuck on the bottom there.
It's like it leaked through the onto the bottom of the pan in the oven.
Right?
It's really good. I guarantee you like it, Ivana.
Oh yeah. And the bread is not too thick.
No.
It's different than the North American cinnamon bun.
Yeah.
I mean, still tastes cinnamony, still have that same taste, but different texture because of the bread.
And the pro move is when you got sugar and cinnamon stuck in your teeth, put a big mouthful of coffee in there, and it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, this one is stuck on your teeth. Very good.
With the coffee right after,
breakfast.
just great. Now, what's also interesting is Finnish people are very proud of and very common to eat blueberry pie, which, I mean, could there be a better breakfast? Cinnamon bun, blueberry pie, and a couple of coffees.
I know. This is my favorite breakfast.
This is why we travel.
Let me try it. Very good. It's not too sweet, but the pie itself, the crust is like very flavorful as well. Look at the crust.
Oh yeah.
It's different than our regular pie. You know what I mean? Than regular pie. It's very good. It's kind of like oatmeal-y, the crust itself.
Okay. Is it graham cracker? No, more like oatmeal.
I don't know.
Tastes like oatmeal.
Taste
Okay.
it. And the blueberry, it's not very sweet. I think your cinnamon bun is like a sugar rush. This one is like a subtle, more like fresh.
Okay.
Fresh pie.
Fantastic.
Sour.
Fantastic.
And they like their berries here, especially blueberry and lingon berry.
And Lingon berry.
Yeah.
So this is just the first scene in what could be a very long food video here today. We've got some traditional food, like Ivana said, with Lingon berry. I would be inclined to even check out a Hesburger. Highly recommended fast food, maybe a McDonald's equivalent or replacement. And
That's
so
funny.
many foods to come in the Finnish food video. Let's keep eating and keep going.
Yum.
It's a good breakfast. Cinnamon and coffee. How could that be bad? All right, let's go. I think what's happened is this flavor has overpowered this flavor.
Right. The cinnamon bun is
This gets
sweeter.
stuck in your teeth and it gets all cinnamon and sugar. This almost tastes like cinnamon and sugar now. With some blueberry in there.
Yeah.
It's good pie though.
Very good. Very
So
good.
the pro tip is eat your blueberry pie before your cinnamon.
Yeah, it's different too than North American pie because it's kind of dry. And in North America, I think the blueberry is kind of like runny and lots of syrup.
Yep.
You know, kind of like more like jam.
True.
But here it's more dry.
It's right.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
I like both.
It's good. Fast. Alright, so check out this restaurant, everybody. It's got the feel of like a cabin in the snow, sort of. It's got some sort of rustic vibes and some things hanging on the wall, like an old lantern or something. And it is a buffet style, which at first is a little bit overwhelming because there's tons of sides. But for one, the waitress is very helpful. And for two, there's a sign on the wall that says, eat like a Finn, with some explanation of how to do it. So I think I've prepared this properly. This is mashed potatoes on the bottom, which is very familiar.
Yeah.
Pickles,
Yeah.
which we know. This is like lingonberry, which I don't even know what that is. Lingonberry.
Like, almost like cranberry.
Like a cranberry
but
jam.
smaller.
Cranberry sauce. And then this is sauteed reindeer.
Reindeer.
Now, in Canada, we don't use the term reindeer. We call it caribou.
Ah.
But that's the exact same species, same animal. We only use the term reindeer when Santa Claus is involved. But once the reindeer goes wild, it becomes caribou. In any case, let's try because this should be very good. I guess I'll do taters, reindeer, and lingonberry. A bit nervous because I don't know what to expect. Here goes. I mean, very good. Sort of familiar, right? It looks kind of familiar. Mashed potatoes, meat, and like cranberry sauce. Kind of like Thanksgiving food.
Is it? Well,
Let me try.
What does reindeer taste like?
Let me try lingonberry first.
Okay.
I mean, it's so good. It's sweet. Like a berry.
Like sweet and sour,
Like
maybe.
a raspberry, kind of. Now, reindeer, I guess, would be less fatty than beef, right? Good flavor. Typically in Canada, if you eat deer or moose, it's hunted and it can be a little bit gamey, which means a little bit chewy. This is really nice. Juicy and delicious. And it goes well with mashed taters and some sweet from the lingonberry. You kind of get starch and meat and sweet. Just nice.
Does it taste like beef? Or like pork? Or like
Kind of like,
chicken?
no, more like beef, but less fat.
Ah.
Not like pork or chicken. It's good. This is good food, I think, especially if it's the winter. Hearty food for a long winter.
Nice. Looks good.
For me, I like it. And it is buffet, so we got 2 or 3 more plates to go.
Yeah. This is your first time eating reindeer.
I think so.
Ah.
I've had deer in Canada. I've also
Okay.
had moose. Same
Do
family.
all
I
taste
think they're
similar?
kind of similar, yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Finland also. Finland has moose running wild, which is one of the coolest animals ever.
True, true.
It's distinctly Canadian, or it makes me
Yeah.
think of Canada, but also they have it in Finland too, which is a pretty spectacular animal. IVANA, you've got some interesting food there, so go ahead.
Yeah. Now, I got what is called Vorschmack. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Say again?
Vorschmack.
Okay, could be.
Maybe wrong. Totally wrong.
We'll write it on the screen at least.
Anyway, it's like mush salted fish with meat mixed together. So it makes kind of like this mushy texture. You know? Salted fish and meat. Let's see.
Salted fish and meat. When you say meat, you mean
I guess beef or pork, lamb.
Okay.
Oh, I think it says beef, lamb, and fish.
beef, lamb, and fish. This is like a
Yes.
surf and turf. This is like ocean meets
Yes.
meets the farm. Okay.
Except it's like mushy.
Something new.
Actually good. It's good. Very good. Tastes like you know that kind of canned meat? That kind of
Spam?
have spam but like the with this kind of texture.
Canned tuna? No.
No.
Canned meat?
Yeah.
Spam.
Yes, but it's kind of like it's a bit mushy. Then spam is like a block. It does taste a little bit like spam too.
Okay,
It's like
spam is pretty cheap and gross. Is this good or is it not good?
It's good.
Okay.
Very good. And I don't taste like fishy at all. It doesn't taste fishy. And you pair it with like this beet salad.
And you got mashed potatoes in the bottom too.
And mashed potato.
Okay, so it's meat, potato, and something red.
Interesting.
Kind of similar to mine. Would you say I would like that fish thing or I wouldn't like it?
It tastes. I think you'll like it. It tastes like corned beef. That's what it is.
Corned beef.
Corned
that's
beef.
what you meant because of the texture like that.
Yes.
Got it.
Corned beef, not spam. Corned beef.
Okay, good. Spam sounds so gross. I'm like, oh man, we paid 36 euros a plate for spam.
No. It tastes like corned beef.
Okay.
Kind of like the texture is similar too.
Fair.
Good, actually. I'm surprised. At first, when I heard of fish mixed with meat. It sounds a bit, funky.
It's
But
something new,
It
yeah.
tastes really good.
And then what's this other thing? Is that eggplant or what's that?
So this one is stuffed cabbage.
Oh, really?
You see the cabbage? With mushroom and rice, I guess. It's also good.
Okay.
Oh.
Very good. Now, don't be alarmed, everybody. The restaurant is more or less empty, but it's because it's reservation only, and we got the reservation full game. We're doing in between lunch and dinner so we can maximize the buffet filling.
I'm
You like
sorry, I'm just in love with this.
it? Okay, tell me more.
This cabbage, stuffed cabbage is so good. There's no meat in it, it's just mushroom. But the taste is so good.
Really? It looks like a bunch of mushy. So it's a leaf of cabbage stuffed with rice. Okay, this is kind of familiar.
And
It's a
mushroom.
European thing.
And the flavor, kind of like sweet, a bit salty, a bit sour. It's just a mixture of explosion in your mouth.
You are a cabbage lady, though. I think your number one veggie is eggplant, but your number two might be cabbage.
Yes,
You are a cabbage woman.
I do like stuffed cabbage. We've had normally the stuffed cabbage that I have had before in like other countries. It's like tomato based, but not this one. Really good. Tastes more mushroomy, but it's very good. Interesting food.
Okay, there you have it. So let's eat up our first plates, and then we'll go for one more after.
Let me
Okay, yeah,
just
go ahead. Don't be
Try
shy.
your
Yeah, of course,
reindeer
of course.
here. My first time eating reindeer.
I think you might like it. It's less fatty, but still dark meat. Goes good with the lingonberry. The lingonberry has that sweet punch in there.
It doesn't have like a very strong smell.
No, it's not gamey. It's not fragrant. It's just sort of nice,
Almost like beef.
but like
Almost
leaner.
like beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, very lean beef.
Uh,
But it's also soft. Maybe the way they cook it.
yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
There you have it. Okay, let's keep eating. We got more plates to go, and then we can do some soup after too.
Yeah. Very good.
Okay, let's eat. All right, let's try this. To be clear, I don't really love beets. Should I have some beets? Are the beets necessary?
No, just that.
I'm gonna skip the beet. Oh man,
Tastes
right.
like corned beef,
Corned
right?
beef.
Yeah. Good.
not really fishy. A little bit.
Yeah, not.
Very good. No, it's good.
You like it, no?
Quite good. Never judge a book by its
Well,
cover.
Steve is
It's good.
emptying my plates right now.
Never judge a book by its cover. I saw it. I heard what it was, and I thought I don't like it, but it's yummy. That's 5-star food. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
What's the name of this? Vorschmack?
I forgot again. Vorschmack.
Sounds right. It's yummy.
Oh, I think you only got is that cabbage.
Yours is so good. The reindeer is good, but yours is better.
Really?
Yours is so good. The mixture of flavor in the cabbage is so good.
Very nice.
Okay, now,
Good flavor, right?
mega bite, Ivana. Cabbage and Vorschmack.
Oh my gosh.
Too many things all at once. Not necessary. So good.
So I have on my plate what is called the Karelian pie. So I read online it's either rice or like mashed potato inside. Let's try it.
Almost looks like an English muffin, although not really.
This one is rice. I don't know, can you see? Not like English muffin. This one is rice.
Okay. So it's like is the outside bread though? Kind of like bread on the outside.
The outside is kind of like, yeah, it's bread, but it's very thin. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
almost
the
like- it's
inside is
almost-
mush.
It's almost like as thin as a pita.
Yeah, it's very thin. Very thin, and the inside is mush. And it's more savory than sweet. I thought it was gonna be sweet, but it's savory.
Okay.
Quite good. Funny texture
You don't seem to love it.
because no, I like it. It's kind of like it tastes like eating porridge with bread. Try it.
Porridge and bread. Okay, something new. Not bad. Not strong flavor. Bread. It's like rice porridge inside bread.
Yes.
Like Indonesian bubur or kanji. Like rice porridge.
Yeah. A little bit sweet, a little bit savory, but more savory, I think.
Kind of good.
Yeah. It's good when it's fresh.
This could be a staple food. You just have it all the time.
Yeah.
Just on the go even.
Right.
Simple, but good.
And then I also have rye bread. Now, rye bread is the most famous type of bread here in Finland. And I topped it with some kind of like salad and smoked salmon and caviar.
She said that was shrimp and mayonnaise salad.
Ah, shrimp and mayo, okay.
Shrimp and mayo, I believe. And then salmon and...
Caviar.
Oh,
I don't know what kind of caviar though.
Looks like a blackberry on top.
I think this is also my first time eating caviar.
Yo, you are one fancy lady today,
Try
man.
the caviar
Oh
here.
my gosh.
I'm a little bit scared to try caviar. Well, let's try it.
Caviar is eggs of the fish, no? Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
I love salmon though. And salmon is like, I think the #1 produce here in Finland.
Seems like it. We even
Yeah.
saw a lot of sushi restaurants, which kind of makes
Yeah,
sense because
that's true.
they got salmon for days. So it kind of makes sense.
It's very good. To be honest with you, I'm not a fan of rye bread. For me,
Oh, you just broke all the Finnish people's hearts. That's their #1.
Listen.
That's like a.
I know. This is good though. Good rye bread. This is a better type of rye bread.
What's the issue with rye bread? It's a bit dry.
It's dry. It just tastes a little bit like cardboard to me.
Slender.
But when you pair it with that salad, it's like saucy. And the salmon and the caviar is just perfect. It's good. Very good. This is a good combo for rye bread. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm not gonna try it. I can't cross the line into
It's very good.
the world of caviar is off my. I have food phobia of caviar.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's eggs, no? Fish eggs? Does it taste like fish?
A little bit.
Yeah, not for me. I can tell.
This is good though. I like that. And also, have just baked salmon. I mean,
That looks
when you're
good.
in Finland, you gotta have the salmon.
That looks good.
Any kind of form, you know. Smoked, baked, fried soup. Good. Yeah. The baked salmon tastes like, I've had salmon before, so tastes like any baked salmon
Fair.
with dill. Very
Fair.
good.
Fair. Now, I sort of misspoke earlier because the waitress said that they had some stew. So I was thinking more like soup, like a spoon. This is in fact the reindeer stew. It looks very similar to the reindeer I just had, with taters on the bottom and some lingonberry. But this
That one
is
is
clearly
Karelian stew.
Karelian stew.
Yeah.
The meat is clearly stewed. It's got some carrots on top and some more, you know. But I always thought it was going to be like a soup, so that's my mistake. Could be potentially similar as before. Maybe some more flavor in the meat this time. Remember you said the meat was not too flavorful?
Yeah.
This might be your answer.
It's good.
Yeah, good. Not overly strong flavor. Not really spiced or anything. Pretty simple. The meat is really delicious because it's like really wet, you know? Stewed, so it's very soggy.
Again, it looks like Christmas dinner. Like
There's
the food is very comforting here.
Something very festive about it. Reminds me of Thanksgiving, which is obviously not a phenomenon in Finland, but kind of Christmas-like. Good for winter.
Nice.
Nice food. I'm a fan.
And you also got something else here on your plate. Would you dare to try it?
I will.
The meat jelly.
Yeah, meat jelly. We've seen this before in other places. Maybe not this exact version,
Yeah.
but this is a very common, like, old school farm food. When you get everything out of the animal, you get something like this. I might not love it. Not bad. It's okay. No, not much flavor. Just like a bit of meat flavor, a bit of salty, but it's good. It's manageable. You can imagine not being on the old school farm. Your grandfather makes some meat jelly and puts on a plate. You know?
Right. Let me try this too, actually.
You might love the stew because it has more flavor than previous.
The reindeer one.
Yeah, try.
I think this is pork.
Wait, what's pork?
Karelian stew.
Oh, it's pork.
Yeah.
I thought it was reindeer.
No, you had reindeer already.
Oh, this is pork.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought it was reindeer the whole time. My bad.
It's pork. Oh, tastes like pulled pork.
I
Exactly.
was gonna say just like pulled pork.
It tastes like pulled pork. The texture is like pulled pork, but the taste is
I thought it was reindeer. I'm so.
no. It's
bad.
Karelian stew.
What does Karelian mean?
Just meat stew. Could be reindeer actually. Yeah, but they can have two types of reindeer stew.
Okay, so this is the reindeer soup
Yeah.
that I thought I had, but I never had yet.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
This is smoked reindeer and cheese soup.
Cheese soup.
Yeah, I mean it looks so cheesy
Yeah,
already.
rich cheese is right.
It's so good, but I feel so guilty eating this because it feels like I'm drinking cheese, like cheese sauce. You know, the cheesy sauce.
and reindeer soup.
Yeah.
Unexpected, right?
Tastes a little bit like, you know, the fake cheese sauce.
Cheese whiz.
Yeah, cheese whiz.
Or the cheese that comes with the nachos.
Yeah.
Nacho cheese.
Yeah.
Nacho cheese and reindeer. It looks like that. It does. It looks like
looks
that
like
nacho
it, no?
cheese.
And obviously you can taste the reindeer a little bit. It's good though.
Wow, something new.
It's very creamy.
Very cheesy.
Wow.
Give me one bite.
Here.
It's just like nacho cheese and,
Right.
and reindeer.
Nacho cheese.
Wow. It's nacho cheese and reindeer. It's good though. It's guilty. I feel guilty. It's yummy though. It's a guilty pleasure, you know?
Yeah.
It might not even be so processed,
Do you
but
think
it
this
tastes
is
like
healthy?
that. I can't tell, but it's yummy, isn't it? That's interesting food. For me, that's 5-star food. That's yummy, man.
It's very good, but I feel like it will block my arteries.
Maybe not. Maybe it just has that flavor.
Yeah.
But-
I'm sure the ingredients is like so natural.
I would think so. In a restaurant like this, you wouldn't think it's so processed, but it tastes like cheese whiz and reindeer. It's kind of nice. Okay, something new.
Pretty good. Dip the rye bread in this will be good too. I like dry bread with soup. That's good.
Yeah, sure. Dry bread. It's like crackers. Yeah. Wow, I didn't expect that. Finnish food, cheese and reindeer soup.
Yeah.
Nice one. Alright, so it's not every day you'll see fast food on our channel, but we wanted to try this particular very Finnish fast food chain because they have something that I can only describe as the Finnish Big Mac. I would describe this place as the Finnish McDonald's. The entire layout of the restaurant, the French fries even look very McDonald's-y. Oh, a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker, but something very familiar. I think I've never seen or been to a Hesburger before, although Ivana says we saw this in Bulgaria.
Yes.
Maybe I forgot.
I think we did try it in Bulgaria.
Maybe so. The fries
Good
are good.
fries.
The fries are good, although could use a little salt and ketchup. The ketchup is good, I'll say that. It's a little darker than I expected. Kind of dark red ketchup, but very vinegary. Salt and vinegar ketchup fries. That is some good eating right there. Food vlog of fast food French fries. Very good though. At the very least, this section can provide a contrast to some of the more traditional, some of the more skillful recipes we've tried, including reindeer and things. Okay, unique packaging. What's the strategy here? It's actually quite good for transport, you know, it won't fall apart. Like a little crown on my burger. No, I could be wrong, but I have to think this burger is 100% inspired from the Big Mac. What appears to be Big Mac sauce, very similar, and the double patty with the middle bread. Come on.
Was good.
The Finnish Big Mac. Very good. I'm nervous to give it a star rating because I want to say 5 stars, but it is fast food, so maybe it shouldn't even qualify for 5 stars.
You can have 5 stars for fast food. Why
It's
not?
good. It's a good burger. Very familiar. It's got the same sort of sauce, which is like the Thousand Island salad dressing. Same sort of lettuce. It really is a Finnish Big Mac.
Really?
It's good.
So which one is better?
It's been years since I had a Big Mac. I would say it's the same.
We don't eat fast food very much,
We don't usually eat fast food,
but we make an exception
for Hesburger, which is uniquely Finnish. Started in Finland and then since has expanded.
Yeah.
5-star burger.
No, I've never had a Big Mac.
You never had a Big Mac?
No.
Ivana, please try. Please try. This is
Okay.
Ivana's first ever Big Mac or
Wow.
Finnish Big Mac.
Finnish Big Mac, Hesburger Big Mac, not the McDonald's one. It's very good. Very good.
It has a very.
I like that. That was another
It's
sauce.
good, right? It has a very fast food taste. It doesn't taste like something really healthy. It's like a guilty pleasure. But when it hits the tongue, it's like
It's
there
good.
is a satisfying feeling.
Yeah. Now I ordered the double cheeseburger.
Which again looks very McDonald'sian.
Yeah. Got sauce, patties. and
Listen,
cheese.
for anyone who's ever said that North America has no culture, everywhere you go, they're ripping off American culture. It's a modern and maybe not so deep culture, but it is world famous.
Different sauce.
Okay.
This one got more pickly taste.
Okay.
It got pickle. Okay.
I mean, it looks yummy to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it, guys.
It's
Quick
similar to McDonald's.
fast food review here on our channel. Something different. Hesburger.
Very good, I must say.
Me too. All right, the food vlog continues. What do you say? Hesburger or McDonald's fries?
They're both good, but I think I prefer McDonald's fries. McDonald's fries is just a classic fry,
It's an iconic fry.
and it's addictive.
And it's addictive. These are almost more like Burger King. A little bit thicker, no?
Yeah.
But still good. With extra salt and extra ketchup, no problemo.
Alright, first order for today is the salmon soup. This is the famous salmon soup everyone is talking about. When you go to Finland, you must have this dish.
Listen, when I think salmon, I don't think soup.
What do you think?
Oh, grilled salmon or
Grilled
just
salmon.
or sushi or just raw or cooked. This is it's a bit confusing to me.
But you
But
said
I'm
salmon?
I would imagine it's good because so far our trip has been full of good food.
Yeah.
But salmon soup?
Salmon with potatoes, and it looks like creamy. So let me just try the soup.
We'll see, we'll see. I shouldn't pass judgment before I try, but let's see.
Tastes very creamy, tastes very salmony, like salmon flavor with dill. Tastes very dill flavor.
Creamy dill fish soup.
Quite nice actually. It's big chunk of salmon actually.
Yeah, true, right? It's a good size salmon
Yeah.
piece that you can really sink your teeth into.
So let me cut it because it's too big for me. Very good. Salmon itself, the fish, is already creamy, right? When you eat salmon, it's a little bit creamy. It's not like just another white fish, you know what I mean? And it's pink actually, it's not white. So the soup is very creamy to me. I like it, it's very good. I could eat this every day actually. I really like it.
Really?
Yeah, you should try it, Steve. And of course, they serve it with rye bread. Get this. With butter. I think you put the butter.
Pitch black rye bread.
I don't know if the butter, you're supposed to put it in the soup or in the bread. Wow. Actually, this is the best rye bread I've ever had.
Coming from you, who has typically been a bread hater.
This is very good. Tastes a little bit burnt and sweet. But salmon soup though. Very
That's
good.
for you. I tell you what, Ivana.
Do you want to try?
I'm feeling good, and I don't need to try salmon soup today.
Why?
No need.
Because you don't like fish?
I like fish, but I'm ready for meatballs instead.
Okay.
Meatballs is my kind of jam.
Meatball is coming.
Meatballs, yeah.
Very good soup. 5 stars.
Oh, good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Ivana, Your Food Stinks. So Ivana's got, what is that? This is fish, obviously. It looks to be bigger than anchovy, but smaller than sardine.
Yep.
And very, very fragrant, let's say. Now, I've ordered something called Finnish meatballs, which don't be confused by Swedish meatballs. Very famous and also commonly consumed at IKEA in Canada.
Right.
These are meatballs, which are, okay, a little bit hard to cut, with some orange sauce and mashed potatoes on the bottom. Potentially very good. First of all, when you put the knife through the meatball, it's very dense. It's very hard to cut through. Not like Italian meatballs where it falls apart in the tomato sauce, right? But I hate to say this, it does remind me of Swedish meatballs that I've had in IKEA. Obviously, in this particular restaurant, with the €8 beer, it's definitely better quality than the IKEA in Canada, but it is familiar to IKEA meatballs. This is very good, and the meatballs are very dense. It's almost hard to get your fork through them, and to cut it is like it's like meatloaf, but really thick. Look how thick it is.
Yeah.
Not like a very soft, melt in your mouth meatball. It's dense.
Right.
Dense meatball with the mashed potatoes. Listen, it's very good. I really like it. I'll even say 5-star food, but I feel bad even comparing it to IKEA.
And other than salmon, another thing that is famous here in Finland is this vendace fish, which is kind of like a small fish, fresh water, but yes, it smells very strong.
Yeah, it smells strong.
So let's try it. I think it's fried, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to just eat it in one shot, or is there like small little bones? Let's see.
This must be a fish native to the Baltic Sea or the region at the very least.
Yeah. Tastes like a little bit like anchovy fish.
Smells like anchovy, to be honest with you.
I don't think Steve will like this.
I was gonna say, based on the smell, it seems unlikely. Now, you're eating the entire thing, which means you're eating the bones and everything.
Yeah, you can eat the bones actually.
Small enough where you eat the head to tail, everything.
Yeah, because I think if you eat like piece by pieces, it will take you a million years, right?
Right.
But I don't mind it, actually. Similar to like, I mean, I'm from Indonesia originally before our family moved to Canada. And we have this kind of like small fish. And it tastes just like this, but except we eat it with rice and sambal and
Sure.
you know, all that stuff. But here you eat it with mashed potatoes and this cream little thing.
Yeah, it really does look like
Sour cream or something?
cross between sardines and
Oh, garlic.
anchovy.
Garlic sauce. Very good.
And garlic sauce on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, Ivana.
Very good.
I will try one, honestly. This, I'm more curious to try this.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, try it with
Because
the
you're
sauce.
eating the tail and the fins and everything.
Try it.
Yeah, I'm curious. With garlic sauce, I mean, I do love garlic.
Try it.
The smell is pretty anchovy. Oh. Whew.
Strong.
No. The chef has done a great job and the recipe is good, but I grew up for 27 years. I never ate one thing from the ocean.
Yes. Steve just started eating salmon probably maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah, recently.
So this is something new for Steve.
Anchovy is absolutely inedible for me. Sardine is manageable. This is somewhere in the middle. I could eat that, but it's not quite for me.
I mean, I don't mind it. Forgot to put the lemon actually.
Oh, the lemon might help.
Yeah.
To be clear, the lemon might really help.
It's a huge portion. Wow.
Yeah.
This is kind of like, this is your regular fish and chips kind of thing.
Well, it's funny because that's like a good, I would say it's 24 fish there. You probably get 24 fish on that plate.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Actually, I kind of like it.
Something new because
It's
that's
good.
a lot.
You know what? The fish on its own, it's a little bit strong taste. But when you mix it with the sauce, garlic sauce, and the mashed potato, it's like a really good combination. Very good.
Okay, there you have it. Another traditional and typical Finnish food.
So I like this. I would say this is maybe 4 stars. I like the salmon soup better.
It's good.
But this is still good.
So we saw this in the grocery store. We didn't know what it was, and so many comments came in and said, not only is this delicious, but this goop here is not corn as we had originally guessed. It is in fact cloudberry. This is a real life thing that grows in cold weather. I guess we have it in northern Canada too, but I must live too far south. And so I guess the cheese bread is just cheese, to be honest, and it comes from the milk from a cow at a very specific part of their life. I think it's just after they give birth to a calf.
Really?
So it's got a unique flavor to it. For me, it's very good. I would eat it again and again.
Really?
Very good. The cloudberry is like jam, sweet jam, and the cheese is just nice. So for me, 5-star food, would eat again and again. Cloudberry is almost like raspberry plus honey.
Oh.
That's how I
that
describe it.
sounds good.
It's honey raspberry. That's how I describe it. And the cheese is just good cheese that looks like it's been kind of burned with a torch almost. You're gonna love it.
It is squeaky. Almost can make you hear like
Really?
eater. But this one is softer, so it's not that bad. Normally I don't like that squeaky sound. Sometimes you also get it in like when you eat green beans, when it's not cooked properly.
Did you actually hear the squeak? Or did you imagine the squeak?
I can feel it against my teeth.
Okay. Some people call it squeaky cheese.
It's good though.
Squeaky cheese.
And cloudberry, wow, it's very sweet. I don't know if they add sugar. I think they do because it's jam.
Yeah.
Tastes like there's no sourness. It's just sweet. It's
Good,
not
right?
sour at all. It's not like blueberry or lingon berry. It's a little bit sour. Cloudberry is just sweet.
True, right?
Yeah, there's no sourness.
Sweet, almost like honey, right?
Almost
Thick,
like
sweet.
honey.
Yeah.
Honey with seeds.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Pretty good.
Something new.
Yeah.
Added to the list of new and unique dishes here in Finland.
Right.
Nice.
Good.